What's going on, gang? Baltmatrix here, and today we are taking a look at Transformers Combiner Wars Deluxe class Ironhide. Now, Ironhide is a retool of the off-road figure from the Decepticon Stunticon set, and I believe this is the only retool so far of that mold. Ironhide's red, silver, and, well, black, and stripes of yellow here and there work pretty well, but I don't envision Ironhide as a pickup. Even after the movies, I never really view Ironhide as a pickup truck. To me, he will always be a van. That's just me being crazy. Though this mold does work for Ironhide, I can't deny that it doesn't. I just wish he was a van. I really do. Or an SUV. If they had redone First Aid's mold or taken First Aid's and retooled it into Ironhide, that one would work more for me than Off-Road's. Off-Roader, whatever. He comes with an axe that is oddly not chromed, and then the chromed combiner port part. Posability is exactly the same as his Decepticon mold brother. Head is on a ball joint in the shoulder, swivel right underneath that, a swivel right above the elbow, ratcheting elbows, torso articulation, ball joint in the hip, swivel just below that, nearly 90 degree bend at the knee. One issue, though, with my figure, the hip and the swivel and the thigh are both very loose. So that's something I'm going to have to use a little bit of nail polish remover or some super glue for, just to tighten those up. But that's just something that I think you should be aware of, or at least on my figure, that's something you should be aware of. Ironhide's transformation is pretty simple. Fold the arms straight down and then take these shoulder pads and snap them into the upper forearm. Legs sandwiched together, and then the front of the shins open up, and you flip the knees down into the body of the legs, and then close them up. Make sure they're sandwiched into place. Take the shoulders and rotate the entire arms down until they peg into the legs. And this is actually something with this figure that's a little bit off. For some reason, even though when you do the legs correctly or transform the lower legs correctly, they don't want to actually snap in correctly to the body. And you have to really fiddle with them and play with them to get them to actually sit right. It's odd. It's like there's a little bit of an issue with the retooling. Oh, and the arms also, when you fold them back, they do not stay into place, especially when in combined mode. They just do not want to stay in place. Then we extend the cab, or the front of the vehicle mode, over the robot head, and there we go. We have this nice, bright red pickup truck that, if I'm honest, looks more like a boat than a pickup truck. It really does. It works well. It's nicely painted and nicely detailed for Ironhide. I love the silver grille. I love the lights. I love the detailing of the mold, but it just doesn't scream Ironhide to me. Now, if this pickup had a different front or a different grille and bumper, something that protruded more or was a little bit more muscular, I think that would work better for Ironhide for me. But otherwise, armoring him up, he looks ridiculous as usual. You can also take the combiner ports from other robots in this line and peg them into the back here, or just use other guns. Either way, he can look absolutely ridiculous if you want him to. In vehicle mode, that is. Of the 4 G1 bots that we've gotten in this Autobot set, Ironhide here is my least favorite. And that's just because I don't particularly like this mold for Ironhide, as I've said. Also, this mold is starting to show signs of wear and tear that the others just aren't. And this is the only second figure to get this mold, which leaves me a little bit worried. Other than my weird issues with this not being Ironhide, the only other complaint, as I just said, is the weird longevity of this mold. Otherwise, it's fine. There's no other real problems with it. I'm just weird. What can I say? So, gang, I hope you have enjoyed this video review. As always, I am Baltmatrix, asking you to like, comment, and subscribe. And please be sure to check out my next video review.